Hello guys, welcome to this last video of the module 1 series of applied thermodynamics. In this video we are going to see how heat balance is carried out in an IC engine. Let us consider an example. During a trial of single cylinder oil engine working on dual cycle, the following observations were made. The compression ratio 15, oil consumption 10.2 kg per hour, calorific value 43,890 kilojoules per kilogram, air consumption 3.8 kg per minute, speed 1900 rpm, torque on the brake drum 186 Newton meter, quantity of cooling water used as 15.5 kg per minute, and the temperature rise of cooling water is 36 centigrade. That is nothing but the difference between inlet temperature to the outlet temperature, which is used for cooling the purpose of engine, which is used for the purpose of cooling the engine. And the exhaust air temperature is 410 degrees centigrade. Room temperature is 20 degrees centigrade, and CP value for exhaust gas is considered as 1.17 kilojoules per kilogram degree Kelvin. They ask us to calculate the brake power, brake specific fuel consumption, and brake thermal efficiency, and also draw the heat balance sheet on minute basis. First, we need to write down all the data given in the problem so that it will be easy for us to substitute whenever it requires. And during writing, when writing the given data, we need to convert the value given in the problem into required output value. This is how we have written. These are the value is given in the data, and now we have written it separately. And they ask us to find first the brake power, and we know that brake power formula is nothing but, or the expression of brake power is nothing but 2 pi nt divided by 1000 into 60. So and we know that the value of nt, speed of the engine, as the torque of the engine, both are given in the problem, and replace those two value with the given data, you will get 37 kilowatt as the brake power. And to calculate this brake specific fuel consumption, we use the expression mass ratio between the mass flow rate to the brake power. The mass flow rate value is given as well as the brake power value is given. So substitute both the value here, you will get 0.2756 kilogram per kilowatt hour as the value for brake specific fuel consumption. And thirdly, they ask us to find the brake thermal efficiency. The brake thermal efficiency expression is the ratio between brake power to the mass flow rate of fuel multiplied with the calorific value. The denominator value comes as the supply multiplication of mass flow rate, and calorific value is nothing but the heat supplied. The ratio between brake power, the output power, and the heat supplied, the input power, gives the efficiency of integrated thermal efficiency with respect to or on the basis of brake power. So we know all the values, substitute the value given in the problem as well as we have calculated value of BP, and we get 29.75 percentage as the brake thermal efficiency for this given test. To determine the heat balance or to tabulate the heat balance, we need to fill the table in the following format. To fill this one, first we need to calculate what is the amount of heat supplied by the fuel per minute, because they ask us to find that construct the heat balance table for minute basis, so that we need to calculate the heat supplied by the fuel per minute. So amount of heat supplied or mass flow rate of heat fuel supplied to the cylinder is 10.2 hour kilogram per hour, and convert that into kilogram per second, so that kilogram per minute, so that it will be easy for us to tabulate directly in the balance sheet. So divide the given value of 10.2 by 60 multiplied by 43,890, you will get 7,461 kilojoules per minute as the heat supplied by the fuel per minute. And this is the 100%. We assume that this is the amount, and we consider this as a 100%. Out of 100%, what are the fraction of the heat is used for various purpose when it undergoes the performance. First, we will calculate what is the amount of, or what is the fraction of heats which was generated by the combustion is usually converted into useful work output, that is the brake power. To do that, we need to multiply the given or calculated brake power by 60. We are multiplying by 60 because we are going to calculate based on the per minute or minute basis balance sheet. The value we get it 2220 kilojoules per minute. The heat carried away by the cooling water is, we know that the heat loss, that our rate of heat change is, the general formula is mcp delta t, and here we are going to calculate the amount of heat transfer or carried away by the cooling water, so that we are going to calculate mass flow rate of cooling water supply and multiply by the specific heat of cooling water and the difference between the temperature at the inlet and outlet of the cooling system. So the value given as 15.5 as the mass flow rate of cooling water per minute, kilogram per minute, and specific heat of water, we know that it is 4.18. If not given in the problem, we need to assume this as 4.18 and we need to directly substitute. And the rise in the temperature of the cooling water is 36 degree centigrade. Since it is a temperature, then no need to convert this into degree Kelvin. So directly we substitute all these value in this formula, you will get 2332 kilojoules per minute as the heat carried away by the cooling water. Next, we need to calculate the heat carried away by the exhaust gas, and we know that formula. We can derive that formula from the basic MCP delta T equation for the exhaust gas. So the final formula or final expression comes like mass flow rate of gas, exhaust gas multiplied by the specific heat of exhaust gas and the different temperature difference. And mass flow rate of gas, exhaust gas is nothing but the sum of mass flow rate of air and the mass flow rate of air multiplied by the CPG value is given in the problem, and the temperature of exhaust gas and the surrounding temperature is given. So that substitute or replace all the value here, you will get the value as 1811 kilojoules per minute is the amount of heat carried away by the exhaust gas. And we can easily calculate the unaccounted or the difference or minute losses, very minute various heat losses by summing up all the heat carried away heat loss and subtract the same heat loss to the total heat supplied, we will get the unaccounted loss. The unaccounted heat loss we are getting as 1098 kilojoules per minute, and fill all these value in the table given in the heat balance form. And and in for second column and third column, we are considering this amount of heat supplied as 100%, and the fraction of heat absorbed by the BP is the ratio between the 2220 divided by 7461 multiplied by 100, so that we will get 29.8 percentage as the amount of heat supplied or amount of heat is converted into useful work. Out of 100 percentage of heat supplied, only 29.8 percentage of work is converted into useful work output. Remaining almost 70 percentage of heat goes as waste in the form of cooling water or exhaust gas or unaccounted loss kind of thing. This is how we need to carry out the heat balance test in the any IC engine, and from this we can come to know that where we are getting the maximum heat loss, and try to arrest the heat loss by improving the performance of that particular area. That's all, guys. That is the end of this session, and we will close. We are come to the end of the first module, and next we start the module 2. Till then, bye. Cheers. Take care.